Kurland. I've been playing guitar for a long time. Since, I think it was the summer of '83 when I picked up guitar. And honestly, I've just been playing guitar ever since. I have not stopped. It's just been an ongoing process. I have 3 kids. I'm married. I don't know. Where do you want me to go with this? My friends turned me on to hard rock and heavy metal music back in the 80s, early 80s. And they turned me on to bands like Iron Maiden, Quiet Riot, Ozzy Osbourne, Rat, Dokken, stuff like that. And then I had some neighbor kids, friends that just kind of were playing here and there, mess around with it a little bit. I thought it was pretty cool. I liked the music a lot. And I found out that there was a kid that had a garage sale going on down the street, and he had this old beat up guitar sitting there with an old amplifier, and it was like $5-10 for the whole thing. So I ran home, grabbed my money, and bought it. I came home and just made a bunch of noise. I didn't know what I was doing, so that's how I started. It's actually my first guitar that I ever bought with my own money. This had a different neck on it at the time, and it had different features. It was red when I bought it. It had a black neck on it. I've added stuff to the back of it, but this is a Charvel, and it came from the 80s. So this is actually my baby. I had to teach myself how to play first. I tried to take some lessons from a guy in the Pekin Mall. His name was Fred Gallico, and then I took about, I don't know, a month or 2 of lessons from him. Each weekend I would take lessons, and I kind of started picking up how he was showing me how to play these songs, learning the guitar by ear. And I just kind of started doing that. Once I started figuring out a couple songs, I caught wind that there was this kid at my school that played drums, and his name was Artie Reynolds. He was the first drummer that I ever jammed with. I literally tripped him going down the hall trying to get his attention to play. So after we got together and jammed, I just ramped up. And I mean, I've been in tons of bands ever since, you know. And that started off in my high school years.
Yeah.
You know, so which was, you know, between I think I started the band scene around 86, almost 87, because 87 was when I graduated.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the band that I was in then, it was Black Diamond or Persia Rocks. It was right around the same time, but it's 80s, like glam hard rock band like Poison and Bon Jovi and stuff like that, you know. So we all had long hair and tricked up glasses and teased up hair and stuff, and we had a blast. So I moved from Pekin to Mississippi to join a band. And I did that for about 3 years. I thought I was going to go big down there, and it didn't work out, so I had to come back. Then several years later, after a few different bands, I wound up getting in an all-original band in 2000s, and it went really well. We got this group together, we wrote a lot of music, and our singer was very gung-ho and booked us a show, or a small mini tour out west in Arizona. And that went pretty well. I mean, as far as traveling and being a band, yeah. Sometimes we would play twice a night. We would literally, because we were trying to make money. So not only were we trying to get recognized, but now all of a sudden, because we're out there and we're hurting for money, we're like taking any gigs that we can get, and we would literally get done with one show, tear down real fast, and then book across town in this RV that we had, and play another gig. Mm-hmm. You know, and it would be super late at night, come home, or park the RV somewhere, crash, and then do it all again the next day, and try to promote during the day.
Yeah.
So it was interesting. We did not make any money.
Yeah.
We came back, we were broke. It was hard. Music life is hard. You know, you really got to put it all out there. And I don't think we were really in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Honestly, we did well, but just not well enough. So, but we did it. We did it for a whole month.
Yeah.
It was good. It was hard. It was cool. We had fun, and we played a lot of music.
Yeah, what was this band?
That was Nevin's Crest.
Yeah. Yeah, could you tell us about the most recent band you were in?
That was All the Rage, and that was a cover band. We did, I don't know, about 4 or 5 sets a night. It was about a 3 or 4 hour night, most of the time. That was pretty much to have fun and make a little bit of extra money, just like a lot of the local bands do. We had an okay following. It wasn't huge, but we were together for about 10, 11 years. So we had a good solid run with that, and had a lot of fun.
If I could find you now, things would get better. We could leave this time.
That the singer, after 11 years is a long time for a local band,
Yeah.
especially for a cover band. We didn't write our own music. We were just doing it for fun on the weekends. But our singer wanted to go a little bit more serious, kind of like what I had already done with Nevin's Crest, and he wanted to write some of his own material, and he moved down to Florida. And Florida has a different scene, and it wound up he's playing acoustic guitar gigs down there a lot and stuff. So things change, but it was a good gig. Our band dropped off right before COVID, so we stopped playing on our own before COVID hit, and then COVID hit. So then I decided to take a different direction, because I had a few people ask me if I wanted to join a band and stuff, and I was like, I don't think so. And I wanted to get back into learning again. I wanted to get more into theory and technique and all that kind of stuff on my guitar, more music knowledge rather than just guitar playing.
Yeah.
So since COVID hit, I set up a home studio. I bought myself electric drums, a bass, more guitar equipment, and I started writing. I started learning, and I started writing. I kind of dabbled in jazz a little bit, and been messing around with a little bit of classical, a lot of blues, and a lot of rock and roll. I give a lot of guitar lessons, which help me as well. But as that progressed during the COVID session, I was trying to figure out an outlet to get my guitar playing back out again. And I decided to try to start writing. So I got my recording gear going and everything. And then when I started writing, I started seeing a lot of people on YouTube really taking off with their guitar channels. And I was like, I could probably give that a shot. And that's actually where all this has led up to now. Now I'm trying to build a little bit of a channel on YouTube. It's just under my name, Brian Kurland, but I'm naming it My Guitar Time. Hey everybody, it's Brian with Guitar Time, My Guitar Time.
Yeah.
And it's doing okay.
Yeah.
My biggest video is just a little over 5,000 views right now. A couple other ones are a little over 1,500 views and stuff like that. But it's fun.
Yeah.
I get to play my guitar. I get to put it out there. I've actually met a lot of people through YouTube and then doing Instagram videos and stuff like that. I've met some really big name guitar players through doing my YouTube channel or Instagram. So it's been really interesting. I've kind of made my own little avenue on that too. So
yeah.
It's fun. So.